Welcome to Mina Graph Explorer. Mina Graph Explorer is a new, original, and unique way to explore the Mina Protocol blockchain. Unlike traditional block explorers, it doesn't aim to replace them. Instead, it offers a complementary, visual, and playful experience that reveals how wallets are connected through their transactional links. Each wallet is represented as a node in a graph, and transactions form the edges, allowing users to intuitively navigate the network of interactions within the Mina ecosystem. The interface features a left panel that contains all functions related to data retrieval, graph layout, as well as import and export. The legend panel displays the transaction types between nodes and can be used to filter the graph display to show only payments, delegations, or ZK apps. The top right panel contains additional controls to search for specific nodes on the graph, switch between light and dark mode, and enter full screen mode. The date slicer panel displays the number of transactions by date and can be used to filter the graph from a time-based perspective. Last but not least, Mina Graph Explorer is a fully responsive progressive web app that can be installed directly from your browser as an application on desktop, mobile, and tablet. Now, let's demonstrate how powerful Mina Graph Explorer is. We'll start by defining a few parameters that will set the volume of nodes and transactions we want to display on our graph. First, we will set the starting point of the graph by entering the wallet address for which we want to visualize node relationships. Then we will define how many links we want to retrieve from that starting point address in the first iteration limit parameter. Then the recursion depth that correspond to the number of levels we want to explore from the starting address. And then at last, how many links we want to retrieve for each of those secondary levels. Once all fetch parameters are set, then we can click on the Start button to retrieve all graph data from the Mina blockchain, and then let the magic happen. Data retrieval can be stopped at any moment during fetch. Mina Graph Explorer will then stop fetching data, but all the data already fetched will be used to build the graph. Once the data is fetched, the graph is displayed, and an initial spatialization algorithm is run, arranging nodes and edges for an initial layout optimization. Let's start from a brand new graph. 3 spatialization algorithms are implemented for you to choose. A set of parameters apply for each of them that will influence the way nodes and edges will be rearranged on the graph. You can show and hide the labels and then launch the graph spatialization. Depending on your CPU and GPU power and the number of nodes and edges to be rearranged, the process can take quite a long time before the graph display is stabilized. Clicking on a node will display a right side panel with node details. Clicking on the node name/address will open node's details in Minascan. You could delete the node from the graph. The number of degrees, transactions, delegations, edges are displayed. Then below, you'll find all selected node connections with other nodes. Clicking on any linked node will change the current selection to this node. Deleting a node from the graph is a very useful feature. It will clear the graph from these nodes if they are not relevant to you for exploration. It will also simplify the graph, making spatialization algorithms run faster. At any time, you can use the legend to filter the display to show only one or several types of transaction between payments, delegation, or ZK apps. The date slicer will dynamically filter the graph display from a time-based perspective. In the Details panel, the block and type columns are clickable and will display respectively the transaction block and transaction details in MinaScan. The date slicer will dynamically filter the graph display from a time-based perspective. We've reached the end of this presentation video. To wrap up, if you enjoy my work, you can support me with a donation by entering an amount and using your Oro wallet in the dedicated section. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and you'll find Mina Graph Explorer useful.